Welcome back to another episode of Hello Ladies, where feminism meets pro wrestling. We are your hostesses with the mostesses. I'm Sabrina,
And I'm MJ.
and we're about to go all in on our predictions.
Boom, boom.
And of course, be sure to like, subscribe, share, all of that.
And leave a comment
Comment.
below
Yeah.
with so All In was just announced 2025 in Arlington, Texas. Let us know your thoughts. I'm curious what everybody thinks. Are you excited that it's going to be in the United States again? Or are you a little bit disappointed that it's not going to be in London? A little like myself, because I was secretly planning on flying out next year. So yeah, let me know what you think.
You mean you don't want swamp ass in Texas next year?
Yeah, isn't it in July too?
Think so. I think it's good that they've moved it away from all out.
Yes,
But it's too much, one right after the other.
I agree. I'm excited for that.
But yeah. A lot of sweaty things will be happening.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. Well. Um, so we are going to be doing our predictions. Now, this
Yeah.
we are filming before Dynamite, before any of AEW's programming this week. So there will be 30 more matches added. So this is just the card so far.
Yeah, and Collision is going to be filmed earlier this week. So Dynamite and Collision are essentially almost back to back. So whatever happens on Collision, because Collision's when we're going to find out who the trio is, right? Isn't that Collision is being determined on? I want to
Sure.
say. I think it is.
All right.
But so we don't know as of right now filming this. So if we're right and we guess it, that's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
You all owe us a Coke. I won't drink it, neither will MJ, but please don't send them. Drink
A
mine on
Coke,
honor.
a Coke and not Coke, just to specify.
Yes. Yeah. That is true. That does not mean
Even though
for this.
even you made it very clear, I'm just being awkward just to say it.
That also does not mean also don't send us cocaine either. That is illegal. We want none of that.
Okay, so All In. Oh man. Okay, I don't know what order you wrote yours down in. I actually just did the order on the post, but that kind of starts with the main event. So I don't know if we want to go from there or start.
We can go however you like. What I did was I went to Bleacher Report and I just screenshotted everything they had
Smart.
and then highlighted. Smart, lazy, however you want to look at it.
Fair. That's good. I have a list on a piece of paper next to the word clam bake in a circle because I want to look up what a clam bake is after this. Um, if you know, then you know. Um, okay, let's get started then. How about 0 Hour? Because as of right now, there's only one match that's been announced for 0 Hour, and that is our girl,
Mhm.
Willow Nightingale. And we know for sure she's going against Stat. We know Stokely's there. Who is Willow tagging with again? I didn't write it down.
Ishii?
Ishii, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What
oh, sorry, ahead.
I was just gonna ask, what do you think?
Oh. I'm going with Willow. And Ishii just because that's what I want to happen. And I think like if it's not going to be the only thing on 0 Hour, right? Like
Hmm.
that it's a 2 hour 0 hour.
Hmm.
Um, but you would think that they would want to start it off with like something positive.
Sure.
And Chris Statlander isn't from the UK either, so I'm going with my heart.
I said Willow too. I felt like you when I was filling this out because anyone who listens to us knows that Sabrina cannot go against Damian Priest. She cannot go against Orange Cassidy. And I was very much laughing. I was like, can I really root against Willow on this? I can't, right? So I went with Willow and Ishii on that also.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. For we don't no one was announced yet for the Casino Gauntlet match, right? Like it's just a surprise.
No. So how much like more badass are we if we guess who wins this without knowing anybody that's in it, right? Do we want to come back to that one? Do you want to think on it?
I mean, I'm just gonna throw out a name. I don't think that they're injured, so I'm just throwing it out. Hangman Adam Page.
Okay. And then Hangman, whoever wins this match, the stipulation is that they get a world title shot,
Yep.
which I'm assuming that that just applies for like the essential like men's title, right? Like the top title is the only one that's considered a world title at this point in terms of
Yeah.
technically, right?
Yeah, it's the only
Okay.
one that has a world title, I think.
Got it. Okay. Hangman's a good guess. I went with another Adam though. I went with Adam Cole, baby.
I mean, that would be a good one, especially since MJF was just on Cultaholics. He did an interview with them where he said that Adam Cole is retired now.
Oh God, that's so good. Okay. Um, I don't feel like it really fits in with my predictions, but I'm going Adam Cole, baby.
Okay. All right. So we got the Adams. We'll see
Yep.
if either one of them even wind up in the gauntlet.
Yep. Yep.
All right. And then we have the London ladder match for the AEW World Trios Championship. We got the Bang Bang Gang versus the House of Black versus a mystery team versus the Patriarchy. Let's first make our guesses of who the mystery team shall be.
Do you want to go with yours first? Because you had told me it the other day. So I
Oh yeah. So I didn't even realize like there was a mystery team and MJ had asked me about it. And I was like, let me percolate. And I think 3 hours later at like almost 1 in the morning, I gave her an answer.
yeah, you
Um,
did.
Sometimes when you're about to go to sleep, a wrestling trio just pops into your brain. And that would be the conglomerate for me because I checked and OC's not anywhere else on this card, and there's no
Yeah.
way. So they are my guess for the next group or the mystery team.
God. And as soon as you said that, I felt like it shattered what I thought. God, it's so good. And then so I had two guesses for who it could be, and neither of them are the ones that you said. So right now, Dustin Rhodes is on a trios run for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag belts with the Von Erichs, and I thought that would be really badass. But then again, I also feel like with All In being in Arlington, that maybe next year's more their year, right? Because them being from Texas. Um, so that was the first thought that I had. But then I thought about it, and I remembered that MVP popped up at GCW. Yeah, was it at Bloodsport, I want to say? And I was thinking, how sick would it be if it was Shelton, Bobby, and MVP that came out as the trio?
That'd be pretty cool.
So I feel like I'm kind of fantasy booking a little bit because I was thinking back to that MVP thing. Because I was like, I just for them to make it a mystery for it to be in London, like big surprise. I'm going big. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be. And I actually, it's funny because I was curious if other people felt that way online, and I looked it up, and it sounds like MVP has trademarked Hurt Syndicate.
Mm,
So that got me going, oh shit. So I put Hurt Syndicate in as the trio for this one.
yeah. That's a good one. Um, yeah, I tried to think like, is there anyone that's like, I mean, Death Triangle would be a go. Like if you bringing back in,
Pack.
yep, because British.
Exactly. Yep. So my mind went to that too. I know that's my mind. I literally spent way too much time thinking about this question. Like,
You should have just been like, I'll think about it later, and then at 1 a.m. sat up and been like, I have the answer.
what if I would have said something so random? Like, if I did that, that would be kind of funny. But yeah, I'm gonna say that. But see, in my mind, I keep going, okay, but if patriarchy has the belts, would it make sense for Hurt Syndicate to just win them like first thing? I mean, it'd be pretty like badass, but would it feel lackluster? I don't know. So I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna say Hurt Syndicate wins the belts in that match.
Nice. I have the House of Black winning
Nice.
because I feel like they need a win.
Yeah.
Um, more so than anybody else that's in this.
Yeah. I feel you.
But,
Cool.
up next we have the AEW World Tag Team Championships. FTR versus the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks.
I said the Young Bucks.
I said the Acclaimed, for no reason other than I like them the most out of the three. I like the Young Bucks, but I like the Acclaimed more. And I don't like FTR. In case anyone is listening for the first time, they're just not my thing.
I'm going Young Bucks. The corporate Bucks.
Yeah. Make that corporate money rain.
Yup, yup. What we got next? MJF and Will.
Oh, I have the FTW championship.
Oh, that one was announced officially. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Hook versus Chris Jericho. I got Hook because like we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm going Hook also then.
Yeah. Um yeah, that's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah, all that you need to say, my friend.
Then we have the coffin match for the TNT championship. Darby Allin versus Jack Perry.
I'm going with Jack Perry and the glass coffin for the win.
Going with glass coffin, Jack Perry as well. He just made
Yeah.
that cool ass belt. Like on like did you see that Instagram reel? Oh my God.
Isn't that was so dope?
Yeah. And I was like, he's really doing this. Like he's really making this.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
sweet.
loved it. Yeah, I agree.
He definitely got like additional fans for that. Like there was somebody who was definitely watching that video. They're like, he's a real piece of shit, but like, look how manly that is.
How manly that is.
You know, that it's
Uh,
someone who is just like, oh, the vapors.
oh my God. All right. So we both said Jack.
Yep.
I don't think it's gonna hurt Darby to lose that, you know? So that's why just for me it feels like Jack needs that win more too.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and then the AEW American Championship, Will Ospreay versus MJF.
This feels
We
like classic heel stuff, right? Like you take like the cocky American, he has to lose at Wembley, right? There's no way.
especially like the interviews he's been doing. Again, like if you have not watched that Cultaholic one, do it. At one point, he starts gaslighting Jack the Jobber into the American Civil War never happened. Like so many things. Like he is just out of his mind, and it's so good. Like his delivery of everything.
Hmm.
Oh, and he's so insulting to the British.
Yeah.
And the stuff he's saying about America is just so over the top and out there. Like how we all get along. We're known for that and like all the things that we're known for that we are not known for. Um just peak delusion.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it says so much that we within the span of like 20 years, we've gone from the American guy is no longer the face. Like
Yeah.
even in America, like
Yeah.
says a
Agreed.
lot.
Agreed.
Um, yeah, but I agree. Will Ospreay is walking out, bruv, with not the American Championship.
You know what keeps popping into my head? And I almost said this person was going to win the Casino Gauntlet match, but I think back to like a really famous wrestling rivalry, and that's between Osprey and Ricochet.
Mm.
And I keep thinking about how sick that would be if he just comes out after that match, you know? Like it would be cool to like have Osprey be all about himself and just being like, I'm on top of the world, bro. Who's gonna take me out now? And then all of a sudden like Ricochet's music hits.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of like the fantasy that I've created in my mind as of right now. Will I be as Delulu as MJF? I don't know.
I feel like those promos in between because Will Ospreay does a good promo.
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet needs a manager.
Yeah, Ricochet gets a lot of flack for his promos. I feel like he got a little better at the end
He
of
got
his
a little
run.
bit better, but it's still not great, which is hilarious considering, who his fiance is. She is like
Yeah,
the voice.
I know. Yeah, I think that'd be so sick if Ricochet comes out though.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see him enter the Casino Gauntlet match and have everybody be disappointed that he doesn't win, and then have him come out later and still like be like, it doesn't matter that I lost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not have the confidence shaken or something. I don't know.
MJ wants to see children crying. That's what she just said, everyone. Write it down.
I just want people to fucking realize that Ricochet and Hologram are not the same person.
Yeah.
And the fact that like I remember when like all the teasers came out and then Hologram, or whatever, and like it was like you can clearly see this man's chest. That is not Ricochet. He's
Right.
kind of missing. Yeah, he's kind of missing a couple key things here. Oh my god. But anyway, I'm hoping that we see Ricochet at this pay-per-view. It'd be pretty sick.
That'd be cool. It would. Um, all right. So for the TBS championship, we got Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné. Who you got and why?
Mercedes is what I got because I think did you see the thing Athena posted? How she like zoomed in on the TBS belt?
No.
Yeah. So her and a bunch of other people, including Mercedes, went to Arlington for like press and stuff, right?
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, like, it's like it's on Athena's page too. She's like zooming into the TBS belt, and like she's making the caption seem like she's looking at Monet, and then she zooms in on the TBS title, and I'm just like, okay. So I think that's setting up another feud there. I feel.
Hmm. So I want Britt Baker to win. But I think we might see Jamie Hayter come back here.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And that would be a great time, like if she were to turn on Brit, that would be great. Or what'll happen is like whoever Mercedes Moné's like little protege, I can't remember her name, will by that little I mean like twice the size of Mercedes,
Yeah.
um, will be the deciding factor. She will retain, and then Jamie Hayter will come out, and then next week, then the following week, we will have like the 2-on-2 at that pay-per-view.
Well, there's 2 weeks between these. I thought it was the
Oh.
following week because I'm actually tempted to fly out for it
Oh,
because
that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, we have. Okay. I completely forgot. I thought
I
that Labor
I
Day
think it
weekend
was,
2 weeks from now.
well, no, but the it's not Labor Day weekend, it's the weekend after.
Oh, okay.
But I got so confused because they originally announced the dates as this being Labor Day,
Mm-hmm.
but now I don't know when it changed, but it threw me off completely. But anyway, because I always attempted to fly out for it because I love Labor Day weekend in Chicago. It's really nice.
Hmm.
But
Um,
anyway, so do you think that Brit will be turned on That didn't sound good. Britt, Jamie will turn on Britt in front of the Brits.
I think so. I think Jamie Hayter is getting involved now. Has something already been set up for Mercedes Moné or like the TBS championship at All Out?
I feel like whether it's kayfabe or real, it seems like Athena's injured. Because in my head, I was like, that would be really sick. And then what better way to kind of pile on to this sick ROH run that Athena's been on is give her another belt, because that's what I want to see next. I don't want to see Athena drop the ROH title. I want to see her become the belt collector of AEW.
I have no faith in Tony Khan when it comes to doing the right thing by Athena based on when she didn't win before. So but I hope you're
With
right.
Jade?
Yeah.
You mean with Jade? Yeah.
But I
That
hope you're right.
shocked the hell out of me. I thought for sure that that was going to be what he was going to do.
Yeah, that would have been the right time to do it. I mean, I love Chris Statlander, but that would have been the right time.
I
It
th- I think I
killed.
think he really wanted Jade to stay though, because her contract expiration was approaching, and I think that he wanted her to sign again, and he wanted to continue that run and make her this unbeatable Hulk Hogan esque force. I realize how ironic that sounds.
Mhm. Yeah, I, that did not turn out in his favor. But yeah, no, I'm going with Mercedes though with interfere. Like it's not going to be a clean win.
Yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Then we have the AEW Women's World Championship of Timeless Tony Storm versus Mariah May. Who do you got in what?
Mariah, gotta be a Mariah.
Agree. Agree.
It's
I th
time.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Mariah's time to walk away with that. And I can't wait to see how unhinged Tony Storm gets.
Yeah, I just can't help but wonder what's next for Tony after this too.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I mean, I don't think it'll be the end of their rivalry by any means, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I hope that we see like an even more unhinged level to this from Tony.
Oh yeah.
That would be awesome.
All the Delulu.
The Lululemon.
Delulu. And then I believe our final match, right? Do you have any other?
Yep.
Okay. The final countdown title versus career for the AEW World Championship. Swerve Strickland with his championship versus Bryan Danielson and his career. Who you got and why?
Danielson.
Is this influenced by a certain book that you might want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it, but yes. So right now I'm reading WrestleMania 30, right? Was the big Miracle on Bourbon Street, and the book kind of chronicling like that weekend and then kind of everything before then with Danielson's career. I'm reading it right now, and it's heavily influencing my already huge love for Bryan Danielson. And God, yeah, I just really wanted to have this so bad. So
I'm going with Swerve Strickland. Bryan Danielson is currently working without a contract with AEW, which he has continued to confirm. And again, he told his daughter he would not be a full-time wrestler like when that contract ran out. So it's possible that he will be a liar to his kid. That is entirely possible. And that'll make me very upset with who he is as a person. Like, so I'm hoping that he doesn't win. Like, yeah.
I want to kind of go back and like look, because the last few months he's really been pushing that narrative, and I almost feel like they're doing it to build to the story, right? Because before he was saying that once his contract, he said, "Yeah, I know I said I only had a year left, but I would be wanting to do part time and stuff and like reduce my schedule." So it's like
Mhm.
I noticed that that narrative shifted back to what he originally said, and I don't know whether that's like actually like real life seeping through. Like Brie and him had a conversation about it. He had a conversation with his family, and it genuinely shifted that. or if he's really playing up this angle for the storyline. And I think Danielson's so damn good that like I can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, even if he's going part-time, do we want a part-time AEW champion? Do we want a Brock Lesnar?
Or Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, I don't know. I mean, when think about how many title defenses MJF had, you know.
But he was on
There's
every show.
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
He was on every single show. And then he started doing 2 matches sometimes per pay-per-view.
You will never make me hate this man, Sabrina.
I'm
Quit
not
trying.
saying, I'm not saying I really like Brian
I know, I
Danielson. As
know.
someone, I have
I
never
was
met the
doing the
man, but he seems great. I just hope he's, if
it's
his
like the it's like the Gen Z expression, right? They could never make me hate you. Have you heard that?
oh
It's
yeah.
like a yeah. So that's kind of more what it was.
But well, thank God that we had a disagreement on the last one because I think otherwise we're pretty much so fallen
Well, we had
lines
a
for the
difference
house.
in the tag match and the trios match. We had
Yes.
differences too.
And technically the gauntlet match, as we were making complete jokes out of, or not
Yeah.
jokes, predictions, not
Wait, so do I get like how does this work with the point system? Do I get an extra point if Ricochet comes out at the Will Ospreay MJF match, or do I lose a point? I'm just kidding.
you lose a point, yes.
Either
No,
you like either way, you lose a point.
either way.
You just have a sign behind you. Do you remember? Have you seen Wayne's World before?
Yes, but not in a very long time.
I have, yeah. But this how he points. He like holds like Wayne's guitar and he says, "This is no stairway to heaven." And there's a sign behind it that says "No stairway to heaven." Yours is just like no fantasy booking, and there's a sign behind you.
Oh my, can you imagine? No fantasy.
That'd be pretty damn funny.
But yeah, overall, I think it's gonna be a good card. What match are you most excited for?
Oh, I mean Danielson and Swerve. I don't know because Tony and Mariah and another Osprey and Will match is gonna go. So I mean, I'm actually probably more excited for this. Well, that's tough to say. I was more excited last year because of the spectacle and all the ooh ah about what All In was going to be, right? I wanted to see it. But I think match wise, I'm more excited for this year, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I also I think Mariah May and Tony Storm, and I love a good surprise. So I'm real interested in that gauntlet match. Ooh, maybe Wardlow will win. Remember that guy?
Jesus. Poor Wardlow, man.
Like, if especially someone who would be so perfectly suited for WWE, like what
Yeah.
why would you do this? He had all of the push.
I keep thinking about that too with like remember like the end of last year how they did like all those like trailers and like the vignettes with like Wardlow and they were almost alluding to like a triple threat match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it would have been so sick to put over a younger talent. As much as I love Samoa Joe, and I think it's great that he has that like on his record that he's literally an AEW champion. But we all knew it was going to be a transitional championship because we knew that Max was injured.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, why not put over like a younger talent? Like I really think that they could have done something really solid with Wardlow, and it just there's something missing there that I'm not getting. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. It's like I feel like the audience has the biggest case of blue balls now when it comes to Wardlow because we almost get
Yeah,
there and then Tony Khan's just like, I'm gonna pick up a different toy now.
yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like I'm like, did he just say the wrong thing? Like I always wonder like what the
Did he
backstage thing is.
sneeze?
Did he sneeze? Oh God, I don't know. And Wardlow just seems like a genuinely like sweet human to me, you know? Like when I met him, I was just like instantly like a Wardlow fan when I met him. Just like very kind, cool, like didn't seem like a dick, like didn't have like bro energy to him. He was just really just like a just genuine like big teddy bear of a man, you know?
He won me over the moment he said he didn't like the Amish because of how they treat their animals. And I was just like, I will be in your corner from here to hell. Let's go.
And I loved him. He's such a nice man.
Mhm.
Are we gonna see him and Ethan Page in NXT or what?
That would be, yeah, big. Well, I was gonna say big meaty men slapping meat, but like I don't like height wise, I don't know where he falls on. That sounds weird. Wardlow.
Yeah, I don't know either. I feel like Ethan's got to be like, I don't know why I'm picturing
Maybe
6'2".
6. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Watch me look it up. He's like 5'8". The fuck?
He's 5'4" and
He's 5'4". He's just got, what the fuck are those called? Lifts.
oh
Really, he's
yeah.
got really good. He's got really good lifts in his wrestling boots.
My God. He is nope. I was gonna say he is billed at, and I was like, that's his age. Um,
He's built.
6'2". He is billed at 6'2".
Oh shit! I need to go back to Vegas. Look at this.
Yeah. At 225 pounds. However, at least according to Maven, that is the rule in wrestling. You're always billed at like 220, 225 at the minimum.
I hate that you are not going to be in town for WrestleMania next year because it's in Vegas.
Oh,
And I got like, because I'm a member of a casino out there, they sent me this whole thing where it's like I get like a few complimentary nights that I could book, and it would be in that time period that I'd be eligible for. So I'm
oh, that's awesome.
thinking about just doing it. But the tickets are so fucking outrageous for WrestleMania that I still don't know if I can justify it.
Oh my God. I
It's so
mean,
much.
I got mine this year for both nights. It was under $500.
I know, but it's just so much right now. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the two night things that I was looking at were like at least a grand. Yeah. But anyway,
Wardlow is supposed to be 6'2" as well. So there we go. They would
meaty
be,
men slapping meat.
yep, meat and men slapping the meat.
Meat, meat, meat,
Meat,
meat,
meat.
meat. Oh my God. That was
Two
so fun at
vegans.
meat. That was so fun last year.
Well,
I have a video of me and Danhausen face paint going meat, meat during the remember that sick like Hobbs and Miro match at All Out? That was so good.
yes. Yes.
Also, where the hell's Miro been?
Don't know. Is he
That's
injured?
weird.
Was he injured?
I don't know. I really don't know. I know that Lana was let go and like
Well, I
AJ
mean,
Perry. Sorry.
they're going through a divorce. I think she just wanted a
Out, like
reunion.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, because she still seems like she has really good rapport with AEW stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
she's commenting and really involved in it. So that's probably accurate.
Yeah. She seems like wherever she leaves, she keeps a good rapport.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah. So any final thoughts on All In?
I'm
No.
rooting for the American Dragon. That's it.
As soon as you said American, I thought MJF, and I was like, that's not what your prediction was. I am confused. Ugh.
I'm changing my mind. Just kidding.
Good branding though on MJF. That automatically that's where my brain went.
Totally right.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we will talk to you all next week, and we will either be in our glory or our shame. We shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious if we see Bobby Lashley and all of them. That'd be pretty crazy.
I would be. It would be.
All right. In the name of our Lord and Savior.
Willow Nightingale, may she win.
That's right. The Babe with Power.
Power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do.
Nothing matters. Smile anyway.